Hey YouTube. I just want to make a video talking about the Columbus Regional I went to yesterday. There were, I think, 166 people, something like that. 8 rounds of Swiss, and I ended up going 5-3 at the end of the day. I'll get into my matchups at the end of the video, but I'll just show you the deck I used. I played Glads, and I tweaked the deck around quite a bit for regionals. I felt that Prismaglads or Hero Lives Glads just isn't good this format because of Max C being so prevalent. And if you can stop the combo, then you're pretty much dead because you have to pay your half your life points, and then your combo gets stopped, so you have like no play. So I just felt like going with Tigerless, and I actually did pretty well. I made a couple misplays, but I played pretty well. So let's get to the deck I used. Starting off, Two Thunder King. Just an amazing card, in my opinion, best monster of the format. I probably would have sided a third one, but I just couldn't find one in time. Because I didn't seem to draw him enough when I needed him. He won me pretty much my agent matchup, one of my agent games when I faced agents, but I'll go into that later. Just really good card. Uh, Gale for a tuner, and because he half stuff and gets over it. It worked out pretty decently. The only synchros I really synchroed into was Blackwing Armor Master and Black Rose. The Black Rose actually kind of helped a lot. Um, the Armor Master, could have been a better play, but yeah, I didn't really see Gale too much either. So maybe it's because he's not gold. So I'll be trying to get a gold one soon. To Lucari, just best card, best Glad to draw. Really, really good card. Gets over a lot of stuff. Um, People were telling me to play three, and since I played Triple Proving Ground, I didn't really find it necessary. And I also play Thunder King to get over stuff, so two Lucari worked out pretty well. Double E-Quest to recycle. Darius, just one. I think one in Tigerless is good, but if you're going to play Prisma, you should probably play two of him. One hop. Some people love this card or hate it. A bunch of people tell me don't play it, it's dead all the time, and it's really not. Like, sometimes I even tag into it for protection, for defense if they have something big out, or just if I need to defend myself. But he's also probably the second best thing to draw. Like opening hand, if your opponent does not know what you're playing and you draw him, there couldn't be any better card to draw than him because you set it, they're gonna attack into it, and then you can either go for Murmurlow to pop the monster that just attacked it, go for Bestiary to pop something they might have set, or just go into Lucari for a big beater. Just really whatever you need. He's just really good, and I don't think I'm gonna drop him. And then you got Murmillo, Radiari, and Bestiary, obviously. That's it for the monsters. I think there's 12 total. Monster lineup worked out pretty well. I kind of liked it. Um, Triple Proving Ground, really, really good. Never really dead, even if it was. I set it as a bluff, and it actually did. I think it got MST'd once, but just a really good card. Gets whatever you need. And almost 90% of the time, I use this card to go get Bestiari when I already had a Glad to go for Gazars. Just a really good card. And Tigerless, my opinion is you should play three. Uh, Double MST, three is kind of bad. Worked out really well. I like MST at two in this deck. And then double Lance. Lance is just such a good card in this deck. It helped out countless times. Wouldn't up it to three really. I don't think there's a need based on what the protection I play in the trap lineup. I think two is a pretty fair number, but it's a must for almost every Gladiator Beast build, if not every. Then you got your staples, Dark Hole, Reborn, and Book. And then my one tech in the spell lineup, Pot of Duality. I played this over Heavy Storm because I play a lot of traps. Heavy Storm was just dead too much when I play tested it. And Pot of Duality actually did a lot of work at the regional. I think twice I Pod Duality for Thunder King, and that really helped um, that turn because it just Thunder King wrecks people. Playing it at one, as long as you're playing 40 cards, I think is really good. I might drop it, but I wouldn't really know what to drop it for, so it's probably gonna stay for a while. In the Triple Chariot, you need to play three. It doesn't matter if people say three can be dead. Um, yeah, it's gonna be dead sometimes, but the card's just too good not to play at three, especially with Tour Guide running around and everything. You just have to play three. Double Bribe. This actually worked out very well. Since you can negate spell or traps, you can negate heavy. You can negate like stuff that'll hurt you, like if you attack and they mirror force, you can negate that. You can just negate tons of stuff, but you gotta know when to play this card so your opponent doesn't plus at the wrong time. Like you gotta use this when it's really gonna hurt you. And this saved me so many times, and yeah, it's just really good card in this deck. Judgment, just more negation. And last negation card, Starlight Road. I only actually used this once. I successfully used it when they heavy stormed me, which I ended up losing that game, like just because he went Hyperion and attacked over my Stardust. You know, I may drop this card. It's okay. I'm starting to not like it as much. It really can get you out of a jam, and it can have you set 5 back row comfortably. So for that reason, I might continue to play it. Um, I really wouldn't want to play 3 Bribe because I feel like then I'm just giving my opponent too much plus. That's why I play 2 Bribe and 1 Starlight Road. So I think for the most part I'll keep this, but if I find a better card, I'll put that in. And then 2 Bottomless, Stop Summon, Bottomless Grapha, really good. Yeah, it just gets rid of boss monsters, really. And then for even more Summon Negation, 2 Solemn Warning. Really good, but I didn't draw it that much. I think I only used it like 3 times in the whole regional. Kind of disappointing because I actually kind of needed it. Torrential Tribute. In my opinion, the best trap card right now. So good against plants. Really good. Saved me. It won me a game against plants. Just a really good card. Yeah, you pretty much have to play it. 2 Deep Prison, Stop Attacks, really good. Might up it to 3 and drop Mirror Force, just because removing stuff is really good in this game right now, at least in this format. Mirror Force, like I said, this might be a 3rd Deep Prison, not sure yet, because Mirror Force does hit a lot of targets sometimes, but seems like this format people aren't summoning as much, so I'm not sure what to do with that. 1 Compulse. I know it's kind of weird just playing 1 Compulse in here, but it actually worked out very well. I actually like this. And almost every time I use this, I chained it when they would like Dark Hole or Smashing. I would chain it to my monster and, save me from losing a monster. So it actually worked out pretty well for me. And then Trap Dust Shoot. I think this is dead like once, but other than that, I hit some stuff that helped me gain information and win the game. So I think Trap Dust Shoot is pretty much a staple of this format, no matter what people say. If this thing goes off, it's just, you probably have game after this. That's it for the main deck. 40 cards. I really like it, but I don't know what to change. Like, something needs to be changed, obviously. But I'm not sure yet what, so if you have any suggestions on the main deck, just comment or PM. Then side deck, I think I sided every single card in here throughout the whole regional, like over time. I like it, but I feel like I could get better cards in here. Like I said, I'm looking for a 3rd Thunder King to put in here, but I'm just gonna run through the side deck pretty fast because it's pretty standard. 2 Cyber Dragon because I thought I would be facing more Karakuri there because Karakuri's finished 3rd, but I didn't really face. I only faced 1, and it wasn't like a top tier Karakuri deck. So, I did side this in a lot though, to just as a beater, but I may just drop just play one inside the third Thunder King. So yeah. DD Crow, Plant Dark World, Triple D Fissure, Plant Dark World. Really good. I think all Glads should side it or main it. Double Smashing, really good, but I might take one out. I don't know if two's all that good. Leeching the Light agents. I don't really like playing two Leeching the Lights because I prefer playing Leeching the Light and Smashing because Smashing is more live. I do side Heavy Storm. I think I sided this in once, but I didn't get to use it. I'm not sure if I should side this or even main it at all, just because of how many traps I play. But yeah. 2 Light Mirror and Shadow Mirror. I do need a second Shadow Mirror, but I just couldn't find one. Trap Stun for skill drain decks like TG and stuff. I actually didn't play any TG. I don't think I sided this card actually. I might have, but I felt like it might help against the TG matchup. So comment what you think about that. Debunk, really good card. Plant Dark World Agents, hits a lot of stuff. That's it for the side deck. Extra deck is also pretty standard. I won't run through it quickly. Looks like I'm running out of time on my camera. 2 Gazaris. 2's all I need in Tigerless. 2 Esadari. You should always be playing 2 Esadari. Really good card. Double Herc. You can easily get away with 1 in Tigerless. I just had 2 because I had space. I do need a Roach and a Magical Android or Catastor, but I just didn't get any, so I just played 2 Herc just in case. But I only ended up going Herc once during the whole regional. Chimera Tech because I have room and I side Cyber Dragon. Leviathan. Sometimes if you want to go Murmillo and then ready, this is a better option than Esadari if you want to pump this guy up to 3,000 just in case they might get out a big beater like BLS or just, well, BLS can remove it, but sometimes he is a better play than Esadari. But I didn't go him at the regional at all. 2 Utopia. Sometimes I go Utopia more than Esadari. He's just really good in this deck to save your Glads from being attacked. I'm probably still going to play 2 even when I get Roach. And then for Synchros, Armed Wing because you play Gale, and Brionic for your 6. And for 7, Armor Master and Black Rose. Like I said, these are the only 2 Synchros I went the whole regional. Even though I play Reborn, I didn't Reborn any tuners or anything. But Black Rose actually helped a lot because I was able to blow up Dark World players' whole field, and it was really good. And then Stardust because I play Starlight Road, and Esadari and Gale make Stardust. So yeah, that's it for the extra side and main. Now I guess I'll go over my matchups real quickly. I'm running out of time on my camera, so it may cut off, but I'll try to hurry up. Round 1, I played Karakuri. I 2-0'd him. He was a new player, so it was kind of an easy win. Second round, I played Scraps, which is kind of a hard matchup for Glads because they pop your stuff. Dragoonies and Scraps seem to be a pretty hard matchup for Glads because they just involve popping things, and I managed to beat him game 2, but he went and got me game 3. It was pretty close. Third round, I played Dark Worlds. I went into game 3, but I ended up winning because of D-Fissure. Fourth round, I played Final Countdown, which is actually surprising, kind of fun to see. But I ended up 2-0ing him because, let's see here, because of this guy right here. He's a boss, especially against Final Countdown. I just shut him down and continued to attack directly. It was pretty good. Next round, I played Plants, which I actually 2-0'd Plants. It was Tour Guide Plants, mainly because game 1 he opened up triple Tour Guide, but I still managed to beat him game 2. Next round, I played Agents. I lost to that. And then after that, I got 2-0'd by Plants. And then my final round, I played Black Wings, which we went into game 3 actually, surprisingly. I just drew really bad game 2. Ended up winning for a final record of 5-3. I really like how the deck ran. If you have any suggestions, comment or PM. because I know I need to make some change to this deck. Um, if you have, like I said, any suggestions, just let me know. Um, Everything about the deck pretty much ran really good, and disappointed for